How's the paranormal crew? Hope everyone is well. Happy Sunday. I'm making this video for two reasons. The first is technical and the second is personal, but I'll start with the technical one. I'm testing a new camera I bought in Mexico, which is this Sony that's recording this video, and I hope it records nicely, just like I'm imagining. Let's see the image quality. I'm trying out some different setups to record material outside of what we do on the stream and live shows. And I was telling you that the second thing was personal. The day before yesterday, I told you that I'm going back to Canal 26 and I got a lot of comments, all positive, every single one. However, you know how the mind works. It's not always waiting for a negative comment, but thank God in the community, I think there's something there. That's why I'm making this video. As time goes by, the audience for each of us as communicators is changing. In general, we no longer have random people following us. What do I mean by this? It's very unlikely for someone to show up and criticize the person they're following. Obviously, that's what haters do, but they're not part of the community. They're random people who just go around criticizing anyone. Okay? Sometimes you may have a hater obsessed with you or your work who enjoys writing and doing such things. But you know what didn't happen? And I had prepared a response to give, which I didn't have to give because all the comments were positive and something I really appreciate. I made two posts, one with the Channel 26 logo and another showing me signing the contract, both showing tremendous affection. And since we're wrapping up the year, kind of like a review, today, Sunday, I have the last theater performance of Paranormal Late Night Face-to-Face. And I'm already facing it in my mind and in the way I live, getting organized. How life is going to be starting in January. It's going to be pretty similar. I wanted to share this with you. I wanted to share that sometimes leaving places like this, like having been on Channel 26 and now coming back, isn't easy. I have it very much ingrained in my way of being, in my career, in my life. Either I'm 100% in or I leave places. Sometimes those decisions can return, while other times they bring final closure. It happened to me at the time with Intrusos. It happened to me with Pop, and I came back. And with Canal 26 this time, I was sure I would come back. It wasn't going to be forever, not a goodbye forever, or never see each other again. I knew that life was calling me to do other things, that I really wanted to rest at night, that I wanted to work less because I also had a lot of theater performances, but above all, I needed time for creative leisure. That's why this year that's ending, I traveled a lot, also because I work a lot, and I'm one of those who think that we don't take anything with us. Thankful to God and Christ for letting me earn a living doing what I love. And like I was saying, I'm not someone who thinks so much about material things, holding on to them or getting attached to them. So for me, traveling is the best money you can spend, like a lot of people feel, right? Traveling really opened my mind. This year, I was in a lot of places. I was thinking about making a photo reel of the places I visited this year. And after that, for now, I didn't do it because I thought maybe there's someone who feels like you're showing off, right? I mean, well, I'll think about it later and I'll do it. That's not the reason. Actually, for me, it's like seeing myself in different places because, you know, sometimes if you don't take a picture, you forget the places you've been. What you don't forget is the experience, what you learn. And this whole year with so many trips, with so many nights of rest, it allowed me to think of a lot of ideas. I mean, I traveled to a lot of places. I was in a lot of places. Also with the play here in Argentina, and that allowed me to write a new play. Thinking that I want to study a lot of YouTube for my career, thinking about new strategies for the Trasnoch Paranormal channel, which I'm already putting into practice. Well, it opened my mind in such a way that I'm not the same person who left. And in fact, when we return to the channel, we're going to work. I requested fewer hours. I want to return, but not to my previous tasks. Although the essence is the same, you'll see that the show will be different, and now it will last 2 hours, but it's also based on believing in that first. Honestly, 2 hours seems perfect to me for working. To be there with Silvana and enjoy with you all, and so that we all want to come back the next day. Not to burn ourselves out again, right? I mean, in the sense that working so much fries your brain, and then artistically, I think a 2-hour show is spectacular. It lets you create, avoid repeating yourself, and keeps you wanting to return. So starting January 5th, we'll see each other. In the next few days, I'll tell you the schedule as well. There's a slight change there. Thanks to the channel, which honestly I have to thank because they treated me really well. But I'm not leaving anything I'm doing. No, I mean, I'm only going to stop the voiceover courses. This video is also to let you know that. At first, next year, I'm going to put my teaching role on hold because I feel like it too. And as you already know me, at some point, I'll resume it. But it's also good to create some anticipation to make you want to have classes with me again and for me to want to have classes with you too. I'll continue Paranormal Night, still airing from 9 p.m. to midnight on Pop. You guys already know that Paranormal Night is a show that's kind of like a podcast that's pre-recorded. That pre-recording is the paranormal streaming that I do, which is an extended version of the Pop show. It's longer. I discuss other topics, but the main focus of that stream is the show that later airs on the radio. Well, starting January 5th, the paranormal streaming will be at 7 in the evening, from 7 to 9:30. It will be live for about 2.5 hours every day, and that material is what will be used later to premiere the Paranormal Night. On Pop, we're always a day ahead. You'll see me Monday on streaming, and Monday's recording airs Tuesday on Pop, and so on. My name is Pop also continues. I still don't have any updates regarding the schedule. I think we're still on at the same time, from 4 to 6 in the morning. We were discussing some alternatives with the radio station. I still don't have confirmation yet, but in principle, we're still on from 4 to 6. So starting January 5th, you'll hear us on La Noche Paranormal on Pop. You'll see us on Canal 26 with Tras Noche 26, and you'll hear us again on Amanes Pop, once again on Pop. If you follow me on social media, you'll see daily streams Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. We'll stream paranormal stories together. You can listen on Pop, or if you prefer, stream Canal 26 Amanes Pop, or whatever you want, since all the paranormal content is uploaded to the YouTube channel. This video was to clear things up a bit because it always feels like, but how are you going to handle everything? I make decisions after careful thought, whether to return or leave places. And what about theater? Starting in March, Tras Noche Paranormal Desde el Más Allá will premiere the script. All the material is recorded, and in the coming months, we'll assemble the production, I'll rehearse, and we'll do fewer performances. I'll work 2 weekends a month, possibly doing shows on Saturday or Sunday. On the other weekends, I'll rest or just work Saturdays. We haven't scheduled them yet. There will be fewer performances than I did this year. I'm going to travel less to the provinces. I'll probably just go to a specific place. And the idea is for them to be slightly bigger theaters so that, well, the theater company can keep running. It's fine, but I want to work less. Okay, because I'm going to have the television channel again. I'm going to have channel 26 again. That's kind of the plan for 2026. I hope you'll support me. I read your comments about what I said and the camera's appearance, and I'd like your feedback on that too. I send a big kiss to each one of you. Might sound like empty words when someone says they love you, but I really do love you all with all my heart. To each one of you, to those I know personally, to those who write to me every day, and to those I don't know but who show me their love, believe me, it reaches me, it really does, and I try to give it back in every way I can. Sending a big kiss and thanks for your support, wishing you health and a happy new year.